Hey, I hope your day is going great. So I wanted to do a video inside of our newly finished greenhouse. Lots of thoughts going through my head. One of the biggest things that's going on this year, once again, we have neighbors that either, I don't know what the plan is. Either they don't understand what we're doing, they have some kind of, not hatred, but like anger towards what we're doing, or they think somehow what we're doing is affecting them. And it's really interesting to me because it's not even the neighbors that live around us. The neighbors that live around us seem to be really accepting of what we're doing. Our goal with Rootbound Farms is to live off of our small amount of land as sustainably as possible, and to grow food and to make a living off of our 3/4 of an acre. That's our goal. It's not to decrease property values. It's not to create eyesores out in the front yard so when people drive by they have to look at our food growing. None of that is our intent. And the backlash that we're getting from some people, I'm going to preface this by saying 99% of our neighbors, at least to our faces, say that what we're doing is amazing and they love it. But that's to our face. I don't know what's being said behind our backs, and I have grown to really not care. Our neighbors, I have an idea of who they are, that continuously complain to the town of La Plata, where we live. They complain to the town about pretty much everything that we do. And our goal is to not have that happen. We're trying to, like my last video said, we're trying to keep the peace, but it is extremely hard. One thing I wish everyone would do would be mind their business. What we're doing right now, this greenhouse that I built out of vintage windows and refurbished wood and our plastic on the roof, it's amazing. I think it's beautiful, and everyone that that has seen it has said that it's amazing that we can have this space where we're starting all of our seed starts. Yesterday you may be able to see behind me, we started 35 flats, and I'm continuing to start more today. But what I wanted to do in this video is outline some of the positives that we're doing for the local community. Okay, so one thing is, one aspect of Rootbound Farms is that we grow food here. We're not certified organic, however, we have not put any kind of chemicals in our soil for the last 6 years that we've been growing. And we're also sustainable, which means that we try to use everything that we produce goes back into the system. We compost all of our kitchen scraps, all of our vegetable plants that die throughout the year. We end up putting them in our living wall or in our compost system over there. So all of our vegetables are started from seed. You're watching it right now. We're starting all of them from seed. A lot of reputable seed companies we use. We use Seed Savers Exchange. Okay. An amazing seed saving company out of Iowa. Another really popular company we use is Eden Brothers. Okay, Eden Brothers is a really good seed company. Baker Creek. And of course there are some where we use Johnny's. We try to get organic as much as we can. Sometimes it's not feasible to get organic. We start all of our vegetables from seed. We know where we get the seed from. We know how they're sourced. We grow them. And then we offer them 2 miles away at the La Plata Farmers Market. I don't know what anyone else does. I don't know how anyone else grows. I know how we grow. And I know that we have a lot of loyal customers that come and get our vegetables because they know how we grow, and they also know the passion that we have for growing them, okay? So us growing vegetables is one aspect of what we provide for the local community. Another aspect, another positive that we bring to our local surrounding, 20-mile circle here in La Plata, is that we make our coconut oil soap. Now, yeah, we don't grow coconuts here. We don't make our coconut oil. We buy the coconut oil in bulk from a reputable company. We get it by the 55-gallon drum, so we are making a large amount of soap. But what's beautiful about the soap that we make is that there's absolutely no dyes or chemicals or harsh materials in that soap. So there are many soaps that we make locally right here that we sell out at the farmer's market 2 miles away that are really, really good for people that have eczema or any kind of skin issues where you can't use certain essential oils or harsh chemicals. So our base soap is coconut oil, sodium hydroxide, and distilled water. 3 ingredients. And that is our unscented soap. Simple as it comes, it's absolutely amazing. It cleans your body, and it doesn't have any of those chemicals or dyes or pigments or clays or anything like that in it. And then our soaps move up from there. So we have 22 different varieties, I believe, at this point in time. So our soaps, and then we've come along with our lines of sprays, essential oil sprays. We get a lot of times, a lot of people asking us about where we get our essential oils, and the majority of them, we get them from all different locations. No, we don't use those gigantic, hugely overpriced essential oils, that all the yoga people love. I'm not going to mention their names because they don't even I don't even need to mention those names. If a soap business is using those overpriced oils, they wouldn't be able to sell their soap for a profit. It's impossible. Those essential oils are too highly overpriced. However, I will tell you, the essential oils we use are very high quality, and I can tell you the source of all of them and how they're actually produced and all that. So we grow vegetables, we make soap. We also are licensed to make kimchi, and we are going to be introducing more varieties of that kimchi coming up here at the local farmers market here in the next few months. Once again, we also don't grow every single thing that we put into our kimchi. That would be impossible. We have 3/4 of an acre here. In order to grow the amount of Napa cabbage that we would need to put into our kimchi, it would be impossible. We couldn't do it here. 3 positives so far that I think we offer to the local community. Grow vegetables, all natural soaps, our kimchi that's awesomely fermented, good, healthy for your gut. Some other positives that I think that we offer to the community, we deliver. There are multiple customers that we have that can't get out, or even not just can't get out, but don't want to get out, even, pandemic reasons and things like that. Don't necessarily want to go to crowded places, so we deliver for free locally. And we do that constantly. You can go to our site and order whatever we have available, and we will deliver it to you. We will coordinate with you and end up taking it right to your doorstep, sometimes within hours. So that's something that we do that's definitely a positive. We also like to work with other local businesses, and we also like to promote other local businesses. I believe that a community's strength comes from all of the people that are creating business locally and that are supporting the businesses locally. Local businesses are important because, if you really think about it, if you go to support a local business, you're really supporting somebody that is your neighbor. It's like me going and handing money to my neighbors and saying, here you go, here's some money for a service. It's what it is. And I think that's extremely important. Way more important than what's happening on the national level. Way more important. Within this 20-mile circle right here, that is what's important. We also would love to start getting into some agritourism, where we could bring some small homeschool or even small public school field trips here to be able to see what can be done with a small space. I want to thank every one of you that has supported us. Those of you that don't support us, or those of you that may see this video and for some reason think what we're doing is out to hurt people or out to like prove a point. We're not really doing that. We're trying to make a living, and we're doing it off of our property. And right now it's 42 degrees outside, and I'm in my hoop house, and it's 77 degrees in here. It feels beautiful, and I'm loving it. And I'm getting ready to plant some red peppers, King of the North, organic, from Seed Savers Exchange. I'm going to plant a flat of 72 of those, and then I'm going to plant a couple flats of the green bell peppers. All of these plants that you see behind you and that will be growing are going to be available either as seedlings at the La Plata Farmers Market, or they're going to be available because we're going to grow them ourselves. And I'm going to show you one thing that I'm excited about the most is we saved some seeds from some Korean melons that we got. And we not only have one, but we have two, and we have three. We have 3 flats of Korean melons. If you've never had a Korean melon, they are absolutely amazing. They're small, about the size of like I'd say, like, imagine if a football was the size of a softball. Does that make any sense? Kind of oblongish. You cut them open and it kind of tastes like, you only eat the inside, kind of like a honeydew or a cantaloupe. But it reminds me of like a honeydew mixed with a pear. It's super sweet. You get rid of the seeds. What's really cool, you can grow one of them and save the seeds from one, and it would be enough to grow like 100 plants. So really cool. This year, I think we're going to start getting into some seed saving too. I'm getting ready to plant some more. I have a full day of planting. I got about another 100 pounds of potatoes to plant. I'm going to plant them in containers. I'm going to plant them in some beds. We have to prepare that earth garden out there for, oh gosh, this whole week we're planting every day. The goal is to, by next Monday, have this entire farm planted out and ready to rock and roll for the spring. Thank you for listening to the video. Like and subscribe and share. Please share our video. Please, in the comments, tell us what is your favorite vegetable to grow at your farm. All right, see you later. Bye.